Well, things have gotten kind of weird here. I'm back using a regular camera. I'm actually on the space meteor, the reproducing meteor ship, from the aliens. And I figured out, that they really don't do the personal appearance thing. They can do the transporter thing, but they don't really have a police force or anything. And so, I gave a friend a girl, and for safekeeping, and as long as I have her, um, you know, because they don't want just me, they want both of us. They got to keep the files in order, and both of us have to be in the file. And I sort of got some power, and as I was saying before, they created this place here for me. And the funny thing was, is they, they recreated my same crappy house, and I didn't give them any, you know, blueprint of what I expected, and they sort of, I guess they thought it would be more familiar, but I sort of pointed out that I don't want to live in a shithole, and they're going to upgrade it, um, but it's nice, it's a few acres, I'd say, and they have these really kind of neat because there's no sky, but there's the view screen, and then there's like the walls are view screens, and so it's like I can play anything I want. I can have it look like nature. It's really high definition too. You don't even it's almost like you can touch it, and so I can. It's pretty cool because you can just kind of change the horizon, and so you can almost live at the seashore or anywhere you want, and then the sky is kind of neat because they have they can get old episodes of anything, and I was like watching Mr. Ed on the sky, which was like really pretty cool. Like this whole sky was just Mr. Ed, episode. And it's definitely nice. And you know I don't know, I don't know what to say, in thinking about it. They added a few perks here. um, well, obviously it'd just be me and the 10 people if I choose 10 people, and I'm having a real problem with that one because it's like, I can't think anybody who's worth the trouble to save, really. There's some nice people, but then I'm saying, shit, I don't want to have to, I gotta live with them, basically. You only have limited acreage here, and it's like, some people I could say, yeah, okay, be okay to visit, but I wouldn't want to live with them. And and then you get the whole thing is like, there's 10 people, they're gonna, I'm just one vote then, back to the old democracy thing. And I don't get along with people sometimes, and it could be a real problem. So unless the people are like worth the trouble, it's like, why should I bother with it? It's like, even this house here, they have the cat food and stuff, because I feed some cats, some homeless cats, and it's like, I'm thinking, well, I don't think I'm going to have the cats here. Just, it's not that I don't like the cats, it's just that, they are work. It's like you got to feed them, and you got to worry about them, and and then they die, and it's like so depressing. So, I'm thinking of, not bothering with that whole, nightmare. Keeping it simple. Just me, the girl. We can do the real Garden of Eden kind of thing. And obviously we'll have other entertainments if we need them, with the view screens and such. And the other thing they're going to do is, like, it's like they can simulate some things about life, and so I still have like the computer, and I can do like this YouTube thing, and they can make it so it's like I get 5 million views, and everybody's paying attention to me, and I save the world, and everybody gets to live, so I can kind of feel good, even though I know it'll be complete bullshit, but it'll really, it'll look pretty cool when I see it, and so I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then they can have like a video of my father congratulating me on having a productive life and doing good, and that make me feel good, that wasn't a failure and a loser. And So that's a pretty good perk. I mean, even though it's, look, it would be virtual reality, ain't going to be a real reality. Be a good reality for me. I mean, I've had a pretty miserable life. Be nice to have a nice 10 years, whatever we get. And, you know, so I'm sort of thinking of going for it. Just, also just, it just seems kind of hopeless. I mean, everybody's a lunatic here. You don't pay attention to nothing. You complain about shit. It's like in this town. People complain about their property taxes, and then they vote for preposterously inflated school budgets. And you're like, what the fuck? I mean, what are you complaining about your property taxes for if you're going to vote for $2 million music rooms in high schools and football fields and all this other fucking bullshit? It's just so silly. And you're like, man, people can't even get that one right, you know? So, it really is kind of hopeless. And then everybody's just, philosophically, everybody's bouncing off the walls. I mean, it's fucking this religious shit. If they're not religious, they're completely egomaniacal lunatics, that send their minions out to do their dirty work, or they're, these Buddhists, whatevers, thinking they're gonna, they just find some sort of, inner peace sanctum, and that solves the world's problems. I mean, it's just such crap. I mean, you just can't get anything constructive done on this planet. You really can't. It really is just a waste of time for you people. I mean, you really are hopeless. And so, in a way, I'm saying, well, shit, yeah. If you're exterminated quickly, like that, just a boom, you're done. The planet split right in half. You're all incinerated in a millisecond. It's easy, quick, fast. Nobody knows nothing. No screaming, no hollering, no suffering. And I'm saying, well, that's pretty cool, because then I'm also exempt. You know what I mean? I don't have to spend the rest of my life worrying about, oh my God, who's going to be born tomorrow and what kind of miserable life, who's going to relive my life again, I mean, you couldn't pay me $1 million to go back to start over at my life. 2 million, 10 million, I think there's no price tag on it. You couldn't give me 10 spectacular perfect years and I'd say, oh yeah, okay, yeah, make me, emperor of the universe, even though I couldn't fix anything, just make me emperor and I get all the perks. Perfect life kind of thing, celebrity or whatever. Yeah, you give me like 10 years of that, and I still wouldn't come back and relive this life. I mean, if I was in like nowhere, harmless place, I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't do this again. So I'm like, there's going to be somebody else born who's going to have my life again, same circumstantially similar. And there's going to be people going to have much worse lives. I mean, they're born without arms and shit, and, blind or fucking other bullshit. And it's like, shit, this is so fucked up that you people just keep walking into this nightmare. Like, oh yeah, let's go do the nightmare ride again. It's like, it really is. I mean, amusement parks, yeah, I never really got it. I like picking up little ducks with the numbers on them, but, I ain't getting on that fucking thing. You people are nuts. So anyway, yeah, but you all like the thrill of it, I guess, or whatever you're into. But to me, this is like some kind of Poe movie, This is like way too dark for me, way too fucked up. I don't like eating maggots. I don't live like dungeon life, Might turn you on, just do a damn thing for me. So I guess they picked the right guy to be the probe guy, because yeah, I'm torn. But look, there's the other side of this where I'm saying, shit, I got an obligation to the human race. I mean, I got an obligation to you assholes. And so I'm still torn. I don't know what to do. So, I'll just hang out here for a while, I guess, and think about it some more. Try to figure out what the right answer is. So you have some more time, but it ain't going to matter. But you're just never going to do anything. You're never going to change a fucking thing. You're just going to keep complaining, but doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. You just keep, my taxes are too high. And then you'll vote to, spend preposterous money on bullshit. And you'll elect liars and cheaters and shitheads and put them in office. I mean, it's just so funny. I mean, you have these third-party candidates, and there's, even this libertarian guy running, and his main issue should be opening the fucking political system up so third-party candidates could actually fucking win an election. And it's not even his primary fucking issue. It's just so stupid. God, you people suck so bad.